Hello and welcome to Mayday Media. We're pointing out a few articles on the internet. I've got a few stories here that we're going to go over about Bitcoin, crypto markets. I've been in the markets for a while. By no means am I an expert. Don't take my advice. This is just all my opinion and plus the news that I'm reading. One of the stories that BlackRock here calls for 28% allocation of Bitcoin. That is huge, guys. I mean, make no mistake. It says staggering. Yeah, it's a trip and fall on your head. That is big. And if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does. Bitcoin rockets above 60,000, and yes, that's exactly what happened the minute they called for the 28% allocation. Uh, Now, Matrix Port says we're going to have a correction after the 60,000, and we will. We usually do. But if it does manage to break 65,000, look for it to hit 70. But she's most likely going to break down. Here's the latest. Let's see here, 61,054. So she's holding above 60. That's a good sign. The longer she stays above 60, the more she's got a chance to make 65 and see if she'll hold at 65. And then do we got 70,000? I predict 61,470. So it went up. There it goes. Right, some more. Just as we're talking, look at that. It went up almost $500. Um, I'm predicting that it's 92 to 95,000 is going to be its top this time. I'm probably wrong, but that's just what I got in my head. I'm pulling out at 85,000 and make me a little profit there, and then I might look into privacy coins. I've got a privacy site too that I got some money and some coins on, because a lot of times the privacy markets will start to move after the altcoin markets are down and out. It's kind of off and on, but that's how it goes. Anyway, like and subscribe if you enjoy this information. BlackRock has allegedly suggested a staggering 28% allocation to Bitcoin investors' portfolios during a private event, and that is huge. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, allegedly recommended a bold 28% allocation. The figure emerged from a recent private client event hosted by BlackRock, which was focused on promoting their Bitcoin ETF, IBIT, according to the information shared by investor Fred Krueger at the X social media. Fred Krueger, huh? During the private event, BlackRock executives expressed surprise at the strong interest in Bitcoin coming from the quarters that they had not anticipated. The interest from the diverse group of institutional investors and firms signals a potential change in the traditional financial sector's approach to cryptocurrency. And a lot of reason why they're going to be doing this is because Bitcoin is never going to be like an actual payment, but it is going to be a digital asset that you're going to see a lot of people want, especially the youth. And they're going to use this to bring in the CBDs. It won't be a merger, but it'll get traction, and that'll get traction to the CBDCs, and that's probably the main goal of that one. But it's also going to be a hell of a good investment going on through the years. A presentation by a quantitative analysis at the event outlined how valuing and modeling Bitcoin within a portfolio could be rationalized, especially for the more conservative institutional investors. The suggestion that a 28% allocation to Bitcoin could be considered sensible has since become a talking point among industry leaders. Skepticism meets at 28. Despite the enthusiasm generated by the event, some industry's experts are questioning the feasibility of such a high allocation of Bitcoin. And yeah, anybody with a brain would be questioning that one. And especially at the fact at this high, they shot that out about right in here, and then it shot all the way up. So at 59,000, and it shot up here to 61,000. Now, generally, what these big guys do will come out and bash Bitcoin and she'll drop to the floor, and then they start buying it up. And they've been sued for that, so maybe they've got a whole nother plan going now. I don't know. Critics like Eric Balchunas have voiced concerns over the legitimacy of the claims, pointing out that even after considering BlackRock's commitment to their Bitcoin ETF, the suggestion percentage seems excessively high. And it does. I mean, 8% might be a little bit high for Bitcoin because of how new it is and the fact that it's just an asset. You can buy stuff with it, but Alex Dobnia, expert trader and journalist with extensive experience of covering everything related to the burgeoning industry, the price analysis to blockchain disruption. Alex authored more than 1,000 stories for You Today, Crypto Comes, and other fintech media outlets. He's particularly interested in regulatory trends around the globe that are shaping the future of digital assets. Can be okay, never mind. That was the guy this is the author. But yeah, this author is right. This is nuts. 28%. I don't see it. This could be just a pump and dump scam. But at the same time, that name there is a big boy name. And I don't know. Again, it's going up. It's that cycle. Bitcoin rockets above 60,000. Has surged to 60,000 amidst the highest three-day rally in recent memory. The world's largest cryptocurrency is at over 15,000 against the dollar US on the week, bringing the Bitcoin USD to 60,500. That's up now 61,500. It marks the first time Bitcoin has surpassed 60,000 since the unprecedented bull run in 21. They're now eyeing up to 69,000, which where cryptocurrency's all-time high is currently set. Sustained inflows into spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds are keeping optimism in the spot markets alive, with Bloomberg data showing that a record day of inflows yesterday for BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin's ETF. Saw $520 million in cash inflows yesterday alone, bringing the total assets under management to $8 billion, making IBIT among the top 5% of all ETFs by size. 520 million cash inflow. Yeah, look there. Boom. Whoa. 520 million second day. 8 billion. Yeah. Nuts. Now these Matrix report warns of a correction. The blockchain financial service firm argued in January that spot Bitcoin ETF would not be approved by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Co-founder of the Singaporean crypto services for Matrix report says that the market correction is imminent after Bitcoin 61,415 reached its highest level since 2021. The sentiment of the market has come to a level where I think we should be cautious. The co-founder wrote, I think we should see another healthy 15% correction by the end of April. In explaining his rationale, he answered that the month of March is a tricky one for macroeconomics perspective, pointing out examples such as the U.S. reserves. But we're forgetting the halving, though. We still got a halving coming up. On the same day, Bitcoin surpassed 60,000. Blah, 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 blah. What he's saying is that a correction's got to come, and he's right. It's going to. Like I said, it won't be, I don't know when, but it might hit 65,000 and then work its way up to 70 and then pop. But we're going to have a correction. He's probably right at a 15%. Where that correction starts, I don't know. Is it going to be at 65, at 69,000? Changes how much correction we have at that point, or how much money you lose at that point. I don't know. Anywho, like and subscribe, and toodaloo.